Hey, my name is Joseph. You know, I never intended to become a YouTuber when I first started uploading videos to YouTube. But over the years, things have progressed to the point now where I have uploaded thousands of videos. I have watched probably thousands of videos. And along the way, I have learned various things. YouTube is a really good tool. Now, sometimes the information you get on YouTube is not so good. And sometimes the way people act on YouTube is not so good. But I'm going to share with you 5 things that I have learned through YouTube. Now, I have 3 main channels. This one, which originally was called JOlson37, which is based on my name, Joseph Olson. But I evolved it over the years to what it is now, BrickTsar Toys, where it's pretty much where I discuss everything that I can't really do on my other channels, like Trains Are Fun, and BrickTsar, which is a LEGO channel. So this was an experiment from the beginning. Didn't know what I was going to be doing when I started YouTube. And over that time of trying things and deciding that, oh yeah, I want to make videos every day, I'm going to share with you 5 main things then that I learned. And the first one is becoming an extemporaneous speaker. What does that mean? That means being able to engage people talking to a camera and not speaking from a word-for-word script. Now, it's good to have bullet points. I even have bullet points for this video, but I did not script everything that I was going to say. Now, sometimes it is practical to have a script, especially when you're doing narration in a video like that. But I think having done so many videos on YouTube, it's really helped me to learn to speak to you and to engage you through without having everything necessarily written out. Now, I'm probably going to ramble in this video. I tend to ramble. Now, maybe that's not the best use of extemporaneous speaking, but anyway, get over it. I think it's helped me become more comfortable talking in front of a group of people. Let's just put it that way. All right, so the second thing I've learned, and these are really not in any particular order, but the second thing I've learned is about photography, filmmaking, and photo editing, anything that's tied with the camera and the sounds that you hear in the video. My whole life I've experienced a lot of different things, and when I look back on my life, I wish I had taken at least pictures, at least more still pictures. I'd done more video. I did buy a camera, but I didn't use it that much. I bought a video camera, and I didn't use it that much. But YouTube has helped me to get that interest in actually filming things. So a lot of the times I'm filming things that don't make it to YouTube, but I have things for personal use. And I'm more conscious to record things. So I got a lot of my childhood, my children's childhood, not my childhood. I got a lot of memories from my children, from my family, where I have filmed things and videoed things, even if it's not necessarily something that I shared with you. I'm thankful for YouTube making me more conscious to pull out the camera or the phone and start recording a video. And I've learned about the editing that goes behind these videos. Still got a lot to learn with that. I've learned about sound. I failed a lot with that. But overall, I've learned things. I've learned and had an appreciation for photography, whereas otherwise I probably still wouldn't be thinking of taking pictures when I go on a trip or filming something when I go on a trip. So that's the second thing on my list of 5 things that I learned. Can you see my eagle? All right, so that's a bird. And that leads to my third thing. What did I learn from YouTube? Well, in doing YouTube videos, sometimes you learn something or you teach yourself something when you're trying to research for a video. I had the unexpected experience of finding, accidentally, a nest with 4 eggs in it back in my early days of getting regular to filming videos on YouTube. I was hedge trimming and I almost knocked the eggs out of the bush, and then I decided to record that. I decided to take pictures of the nest. Now, I felt really bad. I really thought that I was destroying the nest. I thought the birds would abandon the eggs, but much to my surprise, they did not. And so not knowing a lot about birds, not knowing a lot about am I going to be disturbing the nest, I did set up a camera. I mean, they were already exposed, but I set the camera where I could record it. I didn't touch the nest, didn't touch the birds, didn't touch the eggs. And each day I would come home from work and put that camera. Well, the eggs hatched, and I got a lot of good footage of those baby birds. And then I got to researching, how long will birds stay in the nest, and what do they do with the poop? I actually caught that on camera. That was actually one of the most favorite things that I recorded, just because I never even thought about that. Where does the poop go in the bird's nest? So seeing those baby birds and the mother and the father taking that poop sack out. So I learned about that. I learned that they're not going to be there very long. They were only in the nest for 9 days from the time they were eggs to the time they jumped out. So that was a learning personal experience for me. Now, I'm not a science channel. I love science. I'm not a nature channel, but I'm really glad that I was able to share that with people, just showing that experience about these birds. I learned from some of the comments from people about these birds, but also I learned that people are idiots. Because I had a lot of criticism in that video, but I'm going to tell you, those birds, they were fine. Their parents took them into the woods, and there's a lot of people that thought that the birds left the nest too early, and I know from my research that that was not the case. But I learned that because of YouTube. All right, for point number 4, we're going to get over here into my Bricklink store. So this is something that's related to me personally that I learned because of YouTube, and that is the proper way, or I shouldn't say the proper way, a really effective way of running a Lego store where you sell Lego pieces on Bricklink, and doing it in a way that somebody else could come in my store and find the pieces. In the early days when I was selling pieces on Bricklink, it was very hard to find things because I didn't have an organized way of doing it. But thanks to ones like Bricks on the Dollar, check out his channel. That's Clutch that runs that channel. He taught me about stack-ons. So we use a lot of these stack-ons for keeping the pieces. Everything's numbered. He showed me how to keep track of that on Bricklink. And so now my store is organized in a way that my wife can come down here and pick any Bricklink order that I have. She doesn't need to know anything technical about the pieces. She just needs to know what they look like and what drawer number they're in. And that information is on the orders. And so she's gotten really good at picking these orders, and it helps me out. It helps us sell stuff so that we can support the hobby, the channel, and buy food for the kids. So I learned that from YouTube. If I hadn't started uploading Lego videos to YouTube and watching other people's videos about their Lego hobby, their Lego collection, Lego selling, I wouldn't have learned that. So what else? What's another thing that I've learned from YouTube? Well, I've learned about community. What do I mean by that? Well, by sharing my various hobbies, my passions on YouTube, I've come to know you people out there, the ones that comment on my videos, the ones that give me encouragement, the ones that give me constructive criticism, the ones that just give me acknowledgement that I've provided something hopefully of value or to entertain you. I know a lot of times with my sense of humor, a lot of people don't get it. I'm a fan of someone like Buster Keaton, who was totally deadpan in his delivery, and sometimes people don't catch the humor, but a lot of you do, and you let me know. So I hope that I've done things that have made you laugh, picked you up. And sometimes when you're having a bad day, sometimes even making a video can make you feel better, or seeing somebody else's video can make you feel better. And I know we have a lot of bad things that happen in the world, a lot of bad things that people do, even on YouTube, a lot of bad people in the comment section. That's what filters are for. That's what moderators on live streams are for. Because it's sad that people are like that. But, Eros was right.
Because all you of Earth are idiots.
A lot of people on the Earth are idiots, but he wasn't completely right, because not all people of Earth are idiots. It always makes me laugh when I think of that. That's from Plan 9 from Outer Space. But anyway, the community, the ones that whether it be in the Thomas and Friends community, with the ones that I do the videos with, or that watch my videos on my Trains Are Fun channel, or ones that like the train hobby on my Trains Are Fun channel, whether it be the LEGO community on my BrickTsar channel, or just anybody that just happens to catch one of my videos. You know, one of the early things that really made my day was when somebody emailed me and they wanted to share a link to my video on their website, and it was a video of my son and I playing with slot cars and trains. And he loved seeing the interaction that we had, the fun that we were having. And that's something I'm glad I shared. I'm glad he enjoyed that. And I hope to continue making videos that you enjoy and will have fun watching, or maybe learn something. So that's just 5 of the things that I learned. Of course, there's so much more that you can learn from YouTube as a research tool, as a source of entertainment. So what are some things that you have learned? What's maybe 1 or 2 things that's been very special for you to learn because of YouTube? And anyway, I hope you enjoyed this style of video, this discussion, because I've been doing this a long time, and sometimes it's good for me just to tell you what's in my head, because sometimes it is a struggle to make videos every day and to keep the excitement and the joy and the fun. So reflecting back on some of the things I've learned has helped me to see that, you know, I've had a good time learning these things and sharing this with you. So I hope you like that. Please subscribe if you did. If you don't, subscribe anyway. It won't kill you to subscribe to me. We'll see you in the next video. My name's Joseph.